What's good, yo? It's your boy Coke Got It coming at y'all with another video. Right now, we're about to get into my playoff predictions and my 18 playoff expansion and how should work and what will prevent any team from crying about not making it in the playoffs. All right. Start off with the playoff predictions. We got number 1 Bama versus number 4 Oklahoma. Me personally, out of the teams in the playoffs, I feel like Clemson and Oklahoma are the only teams that even have a realistic shot at beating Bama. Not saying that I think they can, but I'm just saying, like, offensively, those two teams will be able to keep up with Alabama, especially Oklahoma. Clemson, I don't know all the way, just because, you know, Bama's defense going up against Trevor Lawrence, freshman quarterback. You know, he hasn't seen nothing like that all season long. That could definitely, it could turn into a long day for him. I don't think it will, but it definitely could. But Bama and Oklahoma, I got Bama winning the game. I believe it'll be a shootout. I definitely believe it'll be a shootout, but I don't see Oklahoma win. I see Oklahoma losing by double digits pretty easily. Then Clemson and Notre Dame. I actually got Notre Dame win this game. I feel like Notre Dame is going to be able to contain the run game in Clemson, put pressure on Trevor Lawrence, and I feel like offensively they'll be able to keep things rolling against Clemson's defense. I like Notre Dame to pull off the upset in that. And then that'll put Bama and Notre Dame in the national championship. And then I got Bama winning it. I got Bama winning the national championship, period, no matter who they play out of Clemson and Notre Dame. I don't see none of them teams beating Bama. Clemson and Oklahoma feel like have the best chance, but I just don't see it happening. Now, this is playoff expansion to 8 teams. This is how you prevent any issues with the playoff system, because the committee is highly inconsistent on how they pick the teams, okay? You know, the first 2 years was all right. You know, there wasn't really no issues. The TCU, Baylor shit, that was an issue, but that wasn't even an issue. But 2 years ago, Ohio State lost to Penn State head up. Penn State went and won the Big Ten. And then Ohio State got in the playoffs because they said the better team, the 4 best teams. That's what they say. Then last year, Bama loses to Auburn. Auburn goes to the SEC Championship instead of Bama. Georgia beats Auburn. That seals the deal for Georgia to get into the playoffs. And then they put Bama in over a conference champion because 4 best teams. Then this year, which, to get the record straight before I even say anything, I knew we wasn't getting in the playoffs, okay? I knew all we had to do was beat Bama and get in. If we lost, we wasn't getting in unless Oklahoma and Ohio State both lost, or Clemson lost, or some crazy shit like that happened. But you put Oklahoma in over us, saying they're a 1-loss conference champion. Understandable. But you still rank us above Ohio State, who is also a 1-loss conference champion. I don't understand it. Oklahoma's not better than Georgia all around, period. If you want the 4 best teams, Georgia definitely belongs in there. But me personally, I feel like if you don't win your conference, you don't belong. Me personally, whether it's Georgia, whether it's Bama, whether it's Ohio State, no matter who the fuck it is, I feel like you need to win your conference, because if you're not the best team in your conference, you don't deserve to be playing for the best team in the country. That's just my opinion. But due to the inconsistency of the committee, and the issue of only having 4 teams, because basically they're making it to where conference championships don't mean nothing. And I'm totally against that. Conference championships should mean something. It definitely should. If you're the best team in the country, you need to be the best team in your conference. I don't see how you're the best team in the country if you can't win your conference. But this is how you do it, okay? You expanded to 8 games, first of all. And I don't want to hear no bullshit about they can't do it. Yes, they can, all right? They got enough bowl games to turn other bowl games into playoff games. They can make it happen if they want it to happen. So you take the first 5 spots, 1 through 5. Take the conference champion out of every Power 5 conference, and you rank them 1 through 5, just like that. So in this scenario, it would be Bama number 1, Clemson number 2, Oklahoma number 3, Ohio State number 4, and Washington at number 5. Boom. The 5's signed, sealed, done, over with. Conference champions all automatically get 1 through 5. Then, what you do, of course, Notre Dame, throw them at number 6, okay? They're independent, yeah, but they're undefeated, so put them in, all right? And then I say Georgia would be 7, but you could put Georgia at number 8 if that's how you want to do it. But I feel like if a team like Notre Dame goes all the way undefeated, they get one of those wild cards. I feel like if a UCF, a group of 5 conference champion, goes all the way undefeated, like, for one, I feel like UCF definitely deserved the playoffs, okay? This is 2 years in a row undefeated. I feel like they deserve it. Even though I don't feel like they stand a chance, I feel like they deserve it. Put them in there, shut them and their fans up. Or have them shut the world up, one of the two. But it would be Bama, Clemson, Oklahoma, Ohio State, and then Washington, 1 through 5. And then the committee, since they want to be able to pick and choose who gets in no matter what you've done all season, no matter if you won your conference championship or whatever, let them pick the 3 bye weeks. I mean, not 3 bye weeks, the 3 wild card teams. And if you go off the rankings right now, that would be Notre Dame, Georgia, UCF. However they want to put it in order, that would be the 3 the 3 wild cards. And with the way I got it set up, the matchups would be Bama and UCF first round, Clemson and Georgia first round, Oklahoma, Notre Dame first round, Ohio State and Washington first round. I feel like those are some great matchups. Well, for the most part. Most of them, besides the Bama UCF, that could get ugly real quick. But other than that, I feel like the rest of them are good matchups. Oklahoma against Notre Dame, probably be a good game. Ohio State and Washington, I mean, we'll get to see that in the Rose Bowl anyways, but I feel like that'll be a good game. But if you had the playoffs being that right now, the only team that even has an argument saying that they want to get, saying that they should be in the playoffs or whatever, would be Michigan right now because they're a 2-loss non-conference champion. And they could make the argument, well, you know, if Georgia's in, then why not us, blah, blah, blah. But we all know Georgia's better than Michigan. But that would be the only scenario where you have any debate about the committee making the wrong choice or the playoffs having the wrong teams in it. So, playoff committee, if by any chance you guys see this, take this into consideration. Make a new contract. Expand it to 8 teams. Make all conference champions automatically get a spot. Make it to where conference championships fucking mean something, because they do. If they don't mean something, then take away conferences altogether and let everyone just pick their own freaking 12-game schedules. Because if conference championships don't mean nothing, then there's no point in having conferences, period. But I'm done with my rant on the playoff system. It's your boy Coach Gotti, and I'm out.